How's everybody doing? My name is Matt. This is Patrick. This is Trends with Benefits. And today, and in this show, what we do is we go over four different coins from four different categories. Today, our coin is going to be Degen, and we're going to look at Degen and evaluate it, the pros, the cons, what it does, and if you should buy, sell, hodl, long-term, short-term, and so on and so forth. Patrick, how you doing today?
Doing fantastic. How about yourself?
I am doing well and looking forward to talk about Degen. Should we get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. Perfect. All right, so let's look at Degen. First thing we always want to look at is we want to look at the price and what's been happening in the price action. The market today is June 22nd, where we're going to record this, and the market is not the strongest. It's been going pretty much sideways, but the meme coins and any other, I guess, layer two, and you'll see in a minute what layer three is pretty much down. So that's what's happening with Degen right now. Degen is down 8% just in one day, but it's also been trending down. And what Degen is you see that there is all-time high of Degen back in March, but it's down 86% since then, and its all-time low was only 4 days ago. So I guess number can still go down, but it's already pretty low. And so anyway, so what is Degen? And this is actually pretty interesting. And Degen is an ERC20. Yeah, okay, well, let me take that back. Degen is an ERC20 token. It's launched in January of 2024, but it's tied into Farcaster. And Farcaster is a new decentralized social media network, kind of like Twitter, but on the Ethereum blockchain. And Degen is actually a layer 3, which is built on Base. So again, what is layer 1? That's Ethereum. Layer 2 is Base, which is built on Ethereum. And then you have tokens now that are going on layer 3s that are going to be built on, say, those layer 2s. And that could be, there's lots of layer 2s out there. Patrick, what are some other layer 2s that we like to talk about?
Arbitrum.
Arbitrum's a good one.
Yeah.
Polygon?
Arbitrum. Polygon.
Yeah. Anyway,
Polygon is a parallel side chain, right? So, you could call it a layer 2. I would. But
yeah,
Polygon
okay.
might say not.
That is true. Polygon might say not. Vitalik might have some words for that too. So anyway, so that's what it is. Degen is a layer 3 that enables Farcaster to people on Farcaster to monetize their Farcast. So say if you're casting and you're a caster, I guess that's what they call it, and you are sending tweets and they're fire. What Degen does is it allows you it looks at the engagement of your posts and gives you tips. And if you're making a lot of great posts and a lot of great content, it's basically incentivizing you to interact with Farcaster. And with that, it gives you tips. Those tips can be points. Those points can be earning Degen tokens through airdrops and other means. So it's linked into this new decentralized social media ecosystem. I do want to note the tokenomics of Degen. A lot of the tokens are being held aside for airdrops. Airdrop 2, and they do it in phases. They say seasons, actually. So it's airdrop 2, season 1, 2, 3, and 4. And season 4 and 5 is going on right now. You can claim your season 4 airdrops until June 28th. But also you have season 5 that is starting as well. I think that's until August 2nd. And then you'll have more airdrops. And the next airdrop is going to be airdrop 3. And if you take a look at this, you see that the tokenomics, and a lot of the tokens are just locked up in airdrops. So with the next airdrop, airdrop 3, 25% of the tokens are going to be unlocked, which obviously is always a dilution event, meaning that if you're holding the token at a certain price, say if it's $1, more tokens come into the ecosystem. That means you need more money in the ecosystem to keep parity with that dollar or number to go up. Or just by unlocking and putting more supply into the market, you're going to have a dilution and market number will go down. Not great for hodlers. So the pros I find with this is that you are engaging and you actually have a utility for Degen. There is something that you can do. You get engagement on Farcaster. You can get tips for great posts, and like I said, potential airdrops. And it looks for engagement, but it also blocks farming. And what people are trying to do sometimes when it has like a token that's linked to a certain task is people find ways to gamify the system. And so by gamifying the system, you're basically just rigging the game. So let's just say if you have just a simple like tap to earn tokens, as we saw on Notcoin and Telegram. You basically are just pressing this button as fast as you can to get tokens, and you're creating, that kind of engagement. And so there's ways to trick the system to make it think that you're just this amazing tapper, right? And then you get more tokens because of that. With social media, same thing. Set up a lot of phones, or try to game the system with friends and in bots and in AI. And well, it's looking for that. So I think that's a really good pro, that they are looking for engagement farming and fake engagement, or not organic engagement, so that you're not able to just get a lot of degen tokens because of just being, I guess, crafty. It is tied into the Farcaster ecosystem. That is a pro, in my opinion, because again, utility, and you can launch meme coins on Degen. So it's not only a layer, it's not only like just tied into Farcaster, it also is a layer 3, which then you can launch meme tokens onto it. There are cons. So the cons that I found is that it's a layer 3. That is a con, because first, layer 3s are pretty new. And actually, Degen was the first layer 3 that was mainstream. And Vitalik Buterin, who is, the person who created Ethereum, or one of the co-founders of Ethereum, he argues that layer 3s do not magically increase throughput, and their primary value is for providing customized functionalities rather than scaling. So what he's just saying is, like, if you have a problem with throughput and you need things faster and cheaper, and Polygon or Arbitrum is not doing it, or Base, layer 3 is not going to do it either. So, like, this is not creating a solution. It's just creating more layers and basically creating a different system. And there's been a talk about security as well. Like, is layer 3 actually secure, since now you're just a layer on top of a layer, and then most people are bridging between the multiple layers. So you have a bridge between, say, Degen, Base, and Ethereum, which also just gives you much more areas of attack, ways of vulnerability, ways of just points of breaking the system. Farcaster, another con of this is Farcaster. So Farcaster is a pro and a con. And the Farcaster business model, I'm not too sure what it is. And so is Degen part of that business model? No, it's just a kind of plugin that is rewarding people because they made a token. I still don't understand why a lot more people don't just follow the old YouTube system of YouTube has ads. We're going to serve you ads. If you create and you get like a fire tweet or video or some kind of like, or an account, and you become like you generate a lot of interest in your channel or your account or your commentary or your articles, that they just don't give you part of the ad revenue and incentivize influencers like that. So Farcaster's business model is not exactly tied into Degen, so there could be competitors. They can just stop it. Degen can fall off. Farcaster would still be there. So that's what I think. And the thing I really want to point out about Farcaster is I think it's also too soon for Farcaster. Farcaster has a total of like 500,000 users. Their daily average amount of casts, that means a user, tweeting a cast or sending a cast out, is only like 800,000. If you want to compare that to, say, Twitter, there's 250 million daily active users, and you send almost 500 million tweets every day. So this is not even close to being a competitor to Twitter. It could be just like this very niche thing. I'm not saying you have to be as big as Twitter to be successful, but this is a far cry from, I guess, substantial, in my opinion, engagement and users to be viable as a business, especially if you have this token that is trying to capitalize off of users and engagement and so on and so forth. So my assessment of this, in Patrick, I can't wait to hear yours, is we're at the bottom. I would say if you have it and you're not in the you're not in the black with the token, which more than likely you're not. Just hold until you're breaking even and see what happens. I would say I would be long it if I'm earning it and not buying it. If I'm getting airdrops, if I'm getting engagement off of Farcaster, then earn it all day long. Create it, fire post and become an influencer on Farcaster. That's awesome. But I would not put money into this. And so if you're, like I said, if you already have it and you bought it, hold it until you can break even. If not, if you count it as a loss and write it off. If you can earn it, then earn it. I wouldn't buy. Patrick, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm of a similar mindset as you. If you believe in the Farcaster product and the ecosystem, and you're actively contributing, and you've got a successful network going, hey man, if it's working for you, that's great. Earn your token, and then see if number goes up eventually, and maybe you can make a nice profit. I myself am not a Farcaster believer. I think, as you said, it's like a niche of a niche ecosystem. I mean, crypto already has a preferred social media platform. That's Twitter. You can also find a lot of crypto on what's the video one? This is me showing my age here.
Is that Rumble?
No, the Chinese one.
TikTok?
TikTok, right? I know. I'm like, what
There's
is
TikTok.
it? The internet? Yeah. And
Yeah.
so you'll see crypto stuff on Twitter, crypto stuff on YouTube, but crypto Twitter is a thing. I've been on Twitter since 2008, actually, even though my official account's 2009. And it's always been in itself kind of a niche social media platform compared to Facebook. And anybody who has been on the business side of social media with trying to run ads and drive views to homepages and stuff, like Facebook had been king for a long time. I think LinkedIn is kind of a strong contender on the business side. They have very consistent. I kind of consider them the Wall Street Journal of social media. Farcaster is like a few guys with megaphones and pamphlets on the street yelling. But hey, that's the thing is you see, if you see potential where nobody else does, you get in low and then it explodes, and then you can laugh all the way to the bank.
Yep.
But yeah, so for me, I mean, if you're involved in the system, earn the token, enjoy it, see if you can build something great. As for me, I'm staying out.
All right, looks like we agree. All right, so that is our buy, sell, hodl, pro and con of Degen. Please make sure you're subscribed. Please make sure that you're following. We're going to do multiple tokens every week, 4 tokens a week, and our next token will be coming up. So make sure you're subscribed. My name is Matt. This is Patrick. We will see you next time.